Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I have started on the second cardigan again that I was doing for Dagri, for her granddaughter. For her granddaughter Zuri, they call her granddaughter. It's an unusual name, that, Zuri, isn't it? It's a nice name, but very unusual. I don't know that's anything to do with the nationality of Dagri's family. But anyway, I've started on the blue one again. I'd put it down because I had other things to do and that, and I had done the back. That was the back on it. And this wool is, that I'm using it is Hayfield's Bonus Double Knit, and this seems a little bit thicker because it's supposed to be done on. I don't do swatches on children's things because it doesn't make any difference what size it come out. Even if it comes out smaller, sell it as a smaller size. If it comes out larger, sell it as a larger size. But this is 4mm needles. But it seems to me like it should have maybe been on 4.25 because I think does feel a little bit thicker. But that will make it thicker being on a smaller thing. It'll be more warmer. So I'm doing it off the 24-inch size, but I think it's coming out 26. I'll measure what I've done here. So this back does measure 14 inches across, which is what would make it 28, which is what the 26 would be. And I know that Zuri's about 3.5, maybe it's a bit more. She could be nearer 4 now, so she'll grow into it anyway, and it'll keep her warm in the winter. So I have just worked out the instructions, because that's all this stuff I have on my knee here. Not on my knee. All the stuff I have on the settee. I call it rubbish, but it's not rubbish. It's this is my book that I'm working on. I've been writing things down in so you can see a little bit closer. You can see all my writing on there. I write down what I'm doing, what stitch I've got to do. Well, I had to work this out first because I've only done a 16 and 18 inch in this pattern, and it goes up to a 24. So I had to sit and work out the 24-inch size. I had already worked the back out because I've knit that, but I've had to start from the front, and with it having cable, you normally half the stitches when you do a front. You normally half the stitches with about 2 or 3 less than what you have for the back, because you have that little bit extra down the front that you put the band on. That you leave a few stitches out for that. But with this having cable on as well, I've had to work that out a little bit different, and to make sure it doesn't come out too small. So I've worked that out anyway. I'll put that down for a minute. So I'm busy knitting that, and I'll show you this. I'd finished the little cardigan that I did, which I showed you yesterday. I finished that, and there's a little hat to go with it. I finished that. I knit that yesterday. I've just finished it this morning, put the pom-pom on it. I had to make a pom-pom and put the pom-pom, and I had a very small amount of wool left over, so it took 2 balls. I don't know whether I have the label for that somewhere, because someone was asking what wool I had used. I think I have. Oh yes, I have it here. For anyone interested, this here was knitted with Stylecraft Bambino prints. That's what this one is. And I'm not sure how much it tells you. There's 268 meters, so there's not actually a lot on here. Most 100-gram balls have about 300 meters. This has only got 268, but I managed to get the 20-inch cardigan and the little hat. I managed to get that out of 2 balls, so it's not too bad. So that's that one finished. for my old next door neighbour's mother. And I have another one to do like that, another set to do for her. We'll be doing a different pattern, another 20-inch, and then I have two for 2 3-year-olds, 2 cardigans for a 3-year-old to do, which I'll probably end up doing a 24-inch, because by the time she lives down in Wales, this lady, so by the time they either get to her, and I think they're for Christmas, so that little 3-year-old could be nearly 4-year-old, because I do know who the little child is, and I think she's getting near a 4-year-old, so she probably wants a 24-inch. So that's what I'll be doing for her. And I have started, this is the last size on the 4x4 basket stitch. I started this one this morning. I do these for a couple of hours in the morning, then I start my other orders in the afternoon. Like I'm starting this one for Dagry. It's when I'm starting. You know, I've got that many people I'm knitting for, I'm getting mixed up with their names, who they're for. But this one I've started, this is the 22-inch. I started this one this morning. So I've done the ribbon, I've just done the eight pattern rows, but I'm doing a tutorial for this one as well, so that's why I've stopped. I've done the tutorial up to the 12 rows of rib and the 8 rows of pattern. Then I've stopped the tutorial to say that I'm going to be knitting up to the armholes before I'll carry on and do a bit more of the tutorial. So that's how I work the tutorials. I do as much as I can, and then it has to wait the next part of the tutorial. Well, I put them all up in one go. It's easier to put them up like that. So the next part of the tutorial I have to wait until I get up to the armholes before I show any more of that on the little video for the tutorial. And this is another King Cole, I think this one is. I'll have to I should leave these labels, you know, where I can find them. That's the Hayfield one. That's the Bambino one. I must have put it in the bag. No, that's not it. I've got a lot of labels in this bag. It is a King Cole one, but I don't know where I've put the label for that one. No, unless I've thrown it in the bag. No, it's not. Oh no, there's one behind my computer here. Oh yes, that's it, yeah. I've got these labels all over the place, you know. I should leave them in front of me when I'm going to do a video, if I'm going to tell you anything about what wool is. This one here, you have a better look and closer look. It's got a lot of little like spots in it. It's knitting up like spotted. It's not working like stripes, so I won't have to do any matching or anything with this one. And this is King Cole Little Treasures double knitting. So that's that one that I'm working on. And this one is a lot more on this ball in meters. Will I find it? 320 meters. That's quite a lot actually. So I only have 2 balls of it. It was sent to me. I can't remember which of my subscribers sent it to me, because I do get an awful lot of wool sent to me, and there's that much I just cannot remember all of the things. I did start writing it down in a book, who had sent us what, but was getting so many and I was forgetting to put it down. So anyway, whoever it is that sent it to me, you'll know who. You know who sent it. If you're watching it, whoever sent it to put it in a comment and see who it was. So that's what I'm doing with that one, and there'll be a bit more of that tomorrow morning. And put that one down. I'll put another label down there. So I'm going to be knitting what I can of this one until 10 o'clock. I did not get any of my own done last night because I wanted to finish that little hat, to finish that set off, so I could write the instructions for the hat down as well, because that's the first hat I've knit with that pattern. So I had to write the instructions for that down, so I wanted to get that one finished so I could sort that one out and the pattern will be nearly finished. But I will have to work out the pattern for the hats, because like I'm saying, I've only done that one for a 20-inch one. But I'll just go by the other hats I made, the number of stitches I cast on, and look for patterns that I have that have the same tension, that's worked on the same tension. So anyway, I'm going to do what I can of this here, and I have been looking on my Instagram as well. I'm looking for, I get a lot of messages on Instagram as well. Some people do send me pictures of what they've been knitting, and I'd forgot. Some of them send them to me on Instagram, some of them send me on Facebook. And there are one or two people on Facebook. They found me on Facebook, but they found my wrong account. I have an old account that I don't use anymore. And I think Teresa, you're on it, so you need to make a friend request onto my other one. And I think Val, I think you're on it as well. You found me on Instagram, found me on Facebook, but you found the wrong account. I don't use that one anymore. That one, I think you can see me. I'm standing like this with my hand near my glasses. I must be moving my glasses on my face on the photograph. The other one is just me with a purple sweater. That's the one that I use now. So anybody that's found me on Facebook and have found the wrong account, have a look up the other one. There is quite a few Sheila May Smiths on Facebook. There was only me when I first went on, but there is quite a few. There's a lady in Australia now with the same name, and one or two others. So anyway, I have been, like I said, I've been looking on Instagram on the messages I get sent, and people send me pictures of, some people have been sending me pictures of what they've been knitting, and some of them are quite a while ago actually, because I don't always see the messages, I forget to check. But I found one or two, so I've been taking them off and getting them ready for my next slideshow. So if anyone has any pictures of what they've been knitting, it doesn't make any difference whether it's anything you've made from my patterns, it's your own pattern, whatever you're doing, just send those pictures in. And I might look on Instagram myself, because I do usually put a picture up whenever I knit anything, whenever it's finished. And I might start taking those pictures, because I don't keep all those pictures. One or two of them I do still have in my computer, but I don't keep all of them. I delete a lot of them, or else, you know, they take up too much room in my computer or my phone and that. So I will probably have a look on Instagram on my own account and start taking some of the things off that I've knitted over the years, and let you have a look. Do it just one of my own things, and let you see what I have been doing over the years. I think maybe some of them I think was even before I started on YouTube actually. I'm not, if they're still there, I can't remember, like now it's such a long time when, so. And I don't know about everybody else, but it's been really cold the last few days. And you know, I don't usually put my heating, I have, during the day, I'm just sitting knitting, I'm sitting with this on my knee. It's a heat pad, and it's lovely and warm, and I've just realised it's switched off. It switches off every hour and a half. A safety thing on it, so I've got to keep, I'm going to switch it back on again because it's gone cold. That's it. Good job I noticed there, you know, but I mustn't have been cold because I hadn't really noticed until I felt it. It doesn't get hot, it just gets warm. And anyway, but I'm saying I've been really feeling the cold the last few days, and it's really, you know, it seemed to have got cold quicker than what it normally does at this time of year. It's all of a sudden. And I suddenly realised why I was so cold. All the time in the summer and that, and the not so cold weather, I usually wear a cardigan with a t-shirt underneath. But I've started wearing in the winter. I don't wear cardigans very rarely. If I do, they're always buttoned all the way up, like as if they were a jumper. So I've been wearing sweaters, but I haven't been wearing a t-shirt underneath, and I've just suddenly realised that's probably why I feel so cold. So I've been hunting out all my, as you can see, I have a one on here, the long sleeved t-shirt. I've got a few long sleeved t-shirts. I've been hunting them out and I've been wearing them underneath my sweater, and I do feel a lot warmer today than I have the last few days. And I think the problem I was having as well with my wrist and the pain I had going down my thumb, it's going down my thumb. It wasn't just this hand, it started affecting this hand as well. But then I started noticing I was having trouble with my hip and my knee when I was out walking, like when I walked over the post office. It's only a 10-minute walk over, but you know, I was really getting a lot of pain in that, and I suddenly realised it must just be a flare-up of arthritis, because I have it down my spine. I have a lot of trouble around my neck and round that way with it. Especially if I don't get comfortable enough in bed. Of a night time I end up with a stiff neck the next morning. And I've got to keep, you know, these exercises like that. And I can hear my neck creaking when I do that. So I think it's more or less just been a flare-up of my arthritis. But I think the knitting and the crochet I was doing was aggravating it as well. But it seems to be calming down a lot now. And I know this hand here, my right hand, whenever I'm in my car and I want to open the boot, there's a button you have to press in. Usually use your thumb to press it in. And when it was really bad, I could not get that boot open because I couldn't press it in. I tried pressing it in with the fingers, and it is a little bit stiff, that button that I have to press in. And I think one day I had to ask, there was a fella in the car getting into the car next to me, and I had to ask him to open the boot for me. I couldn't get it open with my thumb. But the last few times I've been able to do that, so I know it's starting to get back to normal now. But if I do have any problem, I just take it in the morning. It's usually in the morning I'll take a couple of ibuprofen with a paracetamol. And when I first started taking them, they were maybe only lasting a few hours, but after you've taken them for a few days, the effects seem to last longer in your body. I only take the one in the morning and it seemed to last all day now. But I haven't had to take one today. It's usually when I get up in the morning, if my hands and my wrists are aching, I know it's the arthritis, and that's when I take those tablets. But they were okay this morning, and I've been knitting most of the day up to now. It's about 3 o'clock now. So I have been knitting, you know, for some of the day and that, and it hasn't sort of bothered me, so I'm hoping it's going away. But mind, I have not tried to do any crochet lately because I've had too much knitting to do. But I was going to start doing some more of those little crochet bags and that, so that'll tell whether it's going to affect because I think it's the crochet affects my hand and my fingers more than what the knitting does. But anyway, that's enough of me moaning and groaning. Thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.